Today on MHK All Day, an inside feature on how rolled ice cream made its way into Manhattan. We also met with the Barbell Club where they gained skills and community.
And later, a look at a local hemp farm and the health benefits of hemp products. This and more today on MHK All Day.
Good morning, I'm Molly Hackett.
And I'm Amelia Andrews. Coming up, we have a new edition of Doing It with Dawson, where he learned how to make rolled ice cream.
But first, last week we had the chance to meet and speak with head coach Casey Wynn. That evening during the rodeo, Wynn was pinned between a gate and a chute and fractured 5 ribs and injured his spleen. He has since been released from the ICU and is now able to sit up and take a couple of steps. The MHK All Day team wishes him a speedy recovery.
Now let's get to the rest of our news updates from Miriam Chamberlain with news in 90 seconds.
Welcome to News in 90. I'm Miriam Chamberlain. This past weekend, Manhattan's local bar, Johnny Call's, was closed in remembrance of the manager, John Lackey, who suddenly passed after a complication with asthma. People were encouraged to go to the sister store, Yard Bar, to honor his life. All the proceeds made at the store between February 12th and the 22nd went to help John's family. Between the sales from last week and the GoFundMe, over $40,000 was raised to help with his family expenses. A new controversy began trending on Twitter as people thought one United Bank limited edition debit card art showed historical hero Harriet Tubman throwing out the known salute of the Marvel's Black Panther. The Harriet Tubman card indeed exists, but the Wakanda Forever resemblance is unintentional. A tweet from One United Bank explained the correct meaning behind the card, stating that the gesture is actually a sign language symbol for love, and which Tubman is an ultimate symbol of. The party of the decade has already been thrown. This little girl loves Target so much, her parents threw her an epic 8th birthday party at the store. They were given uniforms, name tags, and a scavenger hunt. While Target doesn't normally host parties, the manager at the Atlanta location gave them special permission to make her day extra special. That's all your news in 90. I'm Miriam Tim for MHK All Day.
In other local news, on January 28th, a new student organization at K-State called America First Students had its first official meeting. The organization's constitution includes references to ideas like closed borders, traditional values, and Christian ideals. Students involved with the organization have denied claims that the organization is affiliated with a larger national movement to rebrand white nationalism. Student leaders at K-State have come out with statements on social media affirming the university's principles of community and standing against the ideology that discriminates against or isolates students.
And so if you have concerns, if you're fearful in any way, I would say please speak up. Come to your faculty, come to a staff member, come to an administrator, and share your concerns, share your thoughts.
In a letter to the K-State Collegian, Manhattan City Commissioner Aaron Estabrook reacted to the report linking the student group to the nationwide nationalism. In his letter, he asserted Manhattan's commitment to diversity and standing with Kansas State to promote equality and opportunity for all.
MHK All Day reporter Dawson Wagner has been stretching his skills. Last week by doing his drag makeup, this week with his ice cream making skills. He met with the owner of Pandora Ice Cream and learned the trick to making that trendy rolled ice cream.
Aggieville, a place where some come to drink and others come to have fun. But what many people don't know is of the hidden gems within the town. The gems such as Pandora rolled ice cream. And what sets this ice cream apart from the rest? Well, it's the art of the roll. The roll that takes so long to perfect and is such a detailed art that Maple Lee gave us the opportunity to sit down with her and figure out exactly how she does it.
Just to open, we don't have the dairy-free, and a lot of customers ask, do you have dairy-free? We want to try, but we can't eat dairy. So use the coconut milk, make the dairy-free. So before my favorite is number 18, the mango sticky rice, and now my favorite is coconut. It's really good. It's from the coconut milk and the coconut cream. Not the flavor, it's all coconut. Yeah.
So of course, I had to try out the coconut for myself. And I gotta step up and get behind the counter to see exactly how Maple does it.
We request we request the employee make ice cream within 2 or 2.5 minutes. So that needs a long time practice. And you can create what you want. So, and all my kids enjoy that. And after we come back, they ask me, Mommy, why we don't have here in Manhattan? So that's what we think, yeah, we do. Maybe we need this place in Manhattan. Yeah.
And thankfully, she did make one. Pandora rolled ice cream. And after 2.5 minutes exactly of scraping and creating the perfect roll, I got to try out some of the finest coconut ice cream I've ever had, with even a little Asian fruit cup that she ended up giving me on the side too. After trying out both the coconut ice cream and the passion fruit, I can now say that Pandora's Rolled Ice Cream will probably be one of the most hottest spots in Manhattan this summer. From Manhattan, I'm Dawson Wagner for MHK All Day.
Rolled ice cream originated in Thailand. By 2015, the United States picked up on the trend, and now MHK is in on the culture. Looking forward to seeing what Dawson does next week.
Today I am joined with Irina Sheshkukova, a professor of floriculture in the Department of Horticulture here at K-State. Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
So today we are going to kind of show what using store-bought flowers and vases, what you can do with that, because most people don't really know how to arrange it. So can you tell us what you're going to do?
Well, technically, I see a variety of flowers here, but I think better to start off with simple design bud vase. So technically that is a vase we're going to use today, and normally we are using greenery for designs because it is a future shape of our arrangement, and it is a nest for our flowers. So I'm placing a couple of leaves, and technically it's better to use different varieties of greenery, so we're creating simply interest in the design. So yeah, we have a nest for our flowers, so they're not going to be wobbly and anything. And our main roses. And I would say placing them in a kind of staircase position down, it's a better idea because in this case they show better. So every bloom is seen here, right, and kind of it's pretty and everything. So, and I would say fill in with fillers. So that is a filler flower. It's called limonium. So scientific name to that. Well, and it's kind of nice addition to the design because, well, it's more of a accessory, I would say, to our flowers. So it's not all green, let's say. And, well, it's a simple design, and usually in my class we are actually starting with the bud vase because it's easier to make. And of course, finishing off accessory, well, it happens to have a purple bow today, so technically it needs to be added or tied to the container, and your bud vase is ready. Just make sure prior you use actually a floral food for the water, so flowers actually have some food and they last longer than normally without that. And we have special solutions that's actually to spray and keep flowers longer alive. So,
Oh,
yeah. So
Now,
technically,
when you just put this together incredibly fast, what are the biggest mistakes that you see people make when they are putting these together?
well, technically, proportion of flowers and containers, very often it's off. So technically, a normal proportion would be 1.5 to 2 times of height of that container, so any kind. And normally it's overcrowded, so technically you barely see flowers behind greenery or fillers. So we are selling main flowers, not the fillers. So show them more, and that is kind of what's the biggest mistakes people
Perfect.
do. Yep.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. Up next, we have Arts with Alan, where he spoke with a local screen printer who is starting her own business from her home.
The limestone embedded in our history is the foundation of who we have become and what we can become tomorrow. We find inspiration in the past, new possibilities in our present, and anticipation for tomorrow's journey. Yesterday's triumphs are today's proud traditions. A transformation where a hall becomes a home, students become family, and research becomes reality. How do we build upon K-State's strong foundation? Innovation, collaboration, you.
Your identity is who you are.
Feels pretty good. Hurts a little bit when I'm putting pressure on it, but not too bad.
What's your pain level at?
Probably like 3.
Okay, cool. So much better than yesterday.
Yeah, a lot better.
All right. Well, I'm going to start to slow it down now.
Okay.
In taking the classes and in being in industry, a lot of the classes were super applicable to going out in the industry. So it's things that are actually being taught in the real world and what are needed in the real world. There were a number of classes that you could take exactly what you learned and walk into a job and say, I've done this, and this is exactly how they're doing it, and the company should feel comfortable that you know what you're talking about. It's really tangible to what you're going to do once you graduate. So that's been the best part, I'd say.
The best kept secret in Manhattan is not a secret anymore. I'm Wyatt Thompson, the voice of the Wildcats, and welcome to JP's Sports Grill. With daily chef-inspired specials, a full bar, and a diverse menu that has something for everyone, this place is guaranteed to impress. JP Sports Grill, your new favorite spot.
We're back in the MHK All Day studio on the K-State campus. Being a college town, Manhattan is a place that's allowed creatives to flourish. Reporter Alan Garrett takes us behind the scenes with the owner of Putnam Crafts, where she's running her own crafts business right from her home.
Welcome to Arts with Alan. Today we have craftswoman Macy Putnam, owner of Putnam Crafts. Today she gives us a behind-the-scenes look on how she makes her t-shirts and tumblers from her home.
This cup today, we are going to have the glitter base on it, and then I will add some like gold little flecks to it afterwards just by hand. But the epoxy already has the glitter added to it, so I'm just going to move it on, and then you'll see it move and the glitter add to it as well. So a lot of the times if someone is wanting to do this, I mean, you need to protection because you can get pretty severe burns from heat. So here they just wanted some gold additives, so I'm just going to kind of add wherever I think it goes. Probably just a little bit here and there. Not much.
What challenges do you face as far as having your own business and being in college at the same time?
The time. So much time. I mean, I'm an athletic training student as well, so I'm at a clinical rotation for 30 hours a week or less as well. So I'm managing getting out of class, going to my clinical site, and then getting home at 6:30, and then managing if, okay, I want to do a cup tonight, or if I want to do homework tonight, and just kind of managing or both, or what I have to do, and then still wanting to be physically active, still wanting to do that. But I think that's my biggest thing right now is just time management. How I initially start is that I always take your shirt, obviously for one, and then I put a crease in them. There's multiple ways that people can use this. Some people have rulers, some people have creases, crease just like I do. I mean, you can do it any way, eyeball it any way that you would like to. I like the crease just because it gives me an idea of where the middle is. So I'll add this crease now, but once I crease it, then that sets me up to make this design. I have it already cut out and already ready to go. You can see that there's a very definite evenness to this, so this will be your middle point. So what I'll do is I'll add this middle point, and then I will even it onto the shirt. I think I readjust this at least 10 times when I'm doing this, so. Okay. After that, then I will press down, walk it out for 13 seconds, and then it'll be done. Okay, after that, this is a hot peel, so you can peel right away. So I peel the shirt off, and then we are done.
From Manhattan, Kansas, I'm Alan Garrett, MHK All Day.
For more updates and information on Putnam Crafts, you can follow her on Instagram.
Clubbing with the Cats this week visited the Foundation Sports Training Facility to meet up with 1863 Barbell, a club dedicated to supporting individuals interested in strength sports.
The standard barbell is often between 5 and 6 feet long, about 1 inch thick, and typically weighs around 15 to 26 pounds. Its size and structure makes it excellent for powerlifting movements, bench pressing, and squatting.
Here at the Foundation Sports Training Facility, members of the K-State Barbell Club come every Friday to build muscle while perfecting their form.
Jeff Williams, the president of 1863 Barbell Club, shares how the club got started just over a year ago.
Myself and Cassie Beatty, we essentially created the club. We had a bunch of members from a previous club that were interested in competing in strength sports. So we took a previous club that was mainly powerlifting oriented, and we wanted to make it a little bit more inclusive. So we took that idea and the members that we had from the previous club, and we decided to make it more inclusive by adding strongman and weightlifting to it as well.
Andrew Argy, a freshman in computer science, has only been in the club for 3 weeks, but has already received many benefits.
But I would say right off the bat, I've met a lot of great people. I'm already planning on leaving tomorrow to judge a powerlifting meet for them. And so it really is just kind of about connections and at the same time personal growth in a sense, in the sense of like physical wise.
Kyle Bann, a junior in mechanical engineering, started lifting when he was in high school. After finding the Barbell Club online, he joined because he thought powerlifting was super cool. He has since met a lot of friends and recommends joining.
If you think you want to get stronger and you love lifting weights, think about joining the powerlifting club, 1863 Barbell.
If you are interested in joining the 1863 Barbell Club, they meet every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Foundation located at 2800 Amherst Avenue. In Manhattan, I'm Stephanie Nutt, MHK All Day.
Stay with us as we have more sports and healthy living coming up as we learn some breakdancing moves and health benefits of hemp.
Welcome to K-State. We're so excited all of you came to visit us here on campus. We're going to be starting our tour here in front of Anderson Hall, which is our administrative building and kind of our iconic building on campus. It houses our president's office and our vice president for student life. All right, let's get started. We're going to be going to the Union Net. It houses our pool.
Family is everything. They're the reason you work so hard and your motivation to reach for more. Your K-State family offers a way to get that degree you've always wanted. Kansas State University Global Campus provides flexible online learning and professional development opportunities. We'll be there when you're ready. Enroll now for K-State Global Campus. Always on, always there.
You can actually see it.
One more.
Oh, it's been like the best adventure of my life. Best, hands down. Don't tell my children I said that, but absolutely the best thing ever. I've had so much fun. I've learned so much, and I think the thing that I love most about this program, the expectations are just like that of a regular full-time program. There's discussions, there's discussion board posts, there's interaction with the instructors, just like you would have if you were on campus. I love it.
MHK All Day reporters Daisy Hagedorn and Anna Christensen met with a breakdancing group in Manhattan, the Feral Cats. Daisy and Anna got a chance to meet with the Feral Cats president and original member of the group. The Feral Cats shared their story and even some dance tips along the way.
Breakdancing to me, it happened, I want to say it was around like when I was in elementary school, middle school level. I saw some really cool videos online, like the movie Stomp the Yard. I saw that stuff, and I was like, I really want to try that, I want to learn that, and then I just found videos on YouTube that taught me how.
Of course, I've seen a lot of breakdancing as a kid, but it didn't really start until pretty much when I came to Kansas. Over the course of, 4 years, that's how long it took to actually get enough momentum to start a breakdancing crew.
We were thinking of getting a team name, and we wanted it related to the Wildcats. So what else is like a synonym of wild? Oh, how about feral? And I was like, ooh, Feral Cats.
Some of us may not have thought of breakdancing since the Step Up movies, but the Feral Cats are trying to establish themselves at K-State and revitalize breakdancing in Manhattan.
Breakdancing? That doesn't sound too hard. Maybe I'll give it a try.
Dude, you can just like kind of feel it out your own.
1,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
Add your swagger.
Swagger.
Take your ankle, put it in your knee, and just
Step out. Bring it up. Down.
And then you see how your leg
Twist it. And then like that. Hey. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you got that. Easy.
Well, I don't know if I can kick. Kick.
And then when you jump, hand down on the other side.
Around. Just like that. I had a lot of fun learning, but I should probably leave it to the pros.
There are some moves that you can get in less than an hour, and then there's a move that I've been working on that took me a month and a half. So it's just how difficult the move is, really.
But for those who do put in the time, breakdancing can be an incredibly supportive community.
There are connections that I never would have imagined. I had a friend of mine from LA who was murdered actually, and he was a b-boy and not super prominent, but he got around, and when he passed away, someone from Wichita reached out to me and said, man, rest in peace. And, it just shows the solidarity that the group has, and the culture spans, globally.
Through the relationships of the team, I feel like I've met some friends that I'll love and appreciate for the rest of my life. I hope that this team will be something that will stay through K-State as long as possible.
While it's taken time to grow the Feral Cats to where it is today, members hope the group continues long after they move on. In Manhattan, I'm Anna Christensen.
And I'm Daisy Hagedorn. MHK All Day.
The Feral Cats are still looking to grow, and if they can teach Daisy a few moves, they can teach anyone. In 2018, a new bill passed allowing hemp to be grown in all 50 states. A family from Hutchinson decided to start farming the plant after learning about all of the health benefits. The Agricultural Improvement Act, also known as the Farm Bill, passed in 2018, making it legal for hemp plants to be grown in all 50 states within the U.S. K-State horticulture student Cole Bredemeyer worked at a hemp farm in Hutchinson over the summer, learning more about the hemp laws in Kansas.
This past summer, when I grew hemp, we had to take it to the KDA, the Kansas Department of Agriculture. They tested it. If the percentage was higher than 0.3%, they would have had to destroy our entire crop.
Hemp plants must contain no more than 0.03% THC unless grown in states where marijuana is legal. With the passing of the Farm Bill, numerous CBD and hemp products are now available on the market. Hemp oil is not as popular as CBD oil in Manhattan, but offers numerous health benefits as well. Hemp plants can be made into various products including health foods, organic body care, clothing, construction materials, and many more.
Hemp seed is an incredibly nutritious food. It has like all of the essential fatty acids that humans need, has omega-3 and 6, I think, which are hard to come by, especially on the same plant.
Hemp seeds, also known as hemp hearts, have excellent nutrition value, whether you use the oil for cooking, incorporate it into your everyday meals, or just eating the seeds raw. Tanner Sneed, operations manager at Always Sunny Hemp and Bee Farm, said his dad decided to start the farm looking for a change after working as a burn trauma nurse for 21 years. Sneed talked about the multiple products produced from hemp as well as the health benefits.
So humans contain an endocannabinoid system, which just means we're supposed to consume cannabis. It's supposed to be in our body. It helps with like pain. I know it's not a key concept in like nursing, but there is health benefits between nursing your children with cannabis in your system. This is a product by Pure Spectrum. So this is a 1,000 milligram CBD balm. This is what I use for like physical activities, like sports injuries, different things like that. Basically, all you do is you just scrape a little bit onto your thumbnail, a little bit more than that, apply it to the affected area, and just rub it in really well.
You can find hemp products like face masks, lotion, oil, and hemp seeds in certain grocery stores and on Amazon. In Manhattan, Kansas, I'm Emily Andrews, MHK All Day. Stay tuned, we'll be right back after the break.
The best kept secret in Manhattan is not a secret anymore. I'm Wyatt Thompson, the voice of the Wildcats, and welcome to JP's Sports Grill. With daily chef-inspired specials, a full bar, and a diverse menu that has something for everyone, this place is guaranteed to impress. JP Sports Grill, your new favorite spot.
They give you all the tools that you need to succeed, from the video modules, well descriptive electronic communication. They really set the expectations clear, and there's really no surprises, and I would definitely recommend it.
H1 minus H2 plus V1 squared minus V2 squared all over 2.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next week.